A lot of people out there play Rust and have very bad experience due to the PC they're on not handling the game that well, and maybe their issue there would have to turn the settings down a bit. But Rust is pretty demanding. The game is not optimized. I wouldn't say the best. The servers aren't the best. But right now I'm going to help you get the best from Rust by showing you what you want to have PC wise. So if you want to buy a new PC for Rust, or just want to buy a new PC in general, and one of your main games is Rust, I'm going to give you 3 computers and a bonus one, which is my computer, to show you what you need. So the first one I'm going to go through is the expensive one. So this is the, you want to max the game out, you want to run high resolutions, you want to play the game maxed out the way the developers intend it to be, so at high FPS. So for this you're going to want to have an i5 or an i7 depending on your budget. I just put an i5 in here, and before any of you dislike, oh this is not a PC build, this is you showing what to put in. Yes, it's a recommendation. A cooler, just any cooler, you can use, I don't think the i5 comes with a cooler, but you can use any cooler you want. I put this one here because it's nice and cheap. A nice motherboard, so I put the Asus Z170, the A, what the fuck that is, right? Nice motherboard, beautiful, reviews are well, so I put that in there. 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM, a hard drive, you can add as many as you want. And for the graphics card, I would say a 1070 if you want to max this game out. No drop frames, a nice, maybe 4K, depending on your preferences, any case, and just a 500 watt power supply. I may recommend a 750 watt, but the 500 watt for this is fine. It's not going to have any issues unless you want to add another graphics card or something in the future, but probably wouldn't want to with a 1070, there's no point. So the next one is for the person that wants to play Rust at high graphics as well, but not at amazing resolutions and amazing FPS. This will be the, I won't say average Rust player, I'll say the more hardcore PC gamer, who would want to sort of get better FPS. So this one, I put the AMD FX 8350, a nice CPU for the price. It's 8 cores, it's going to handle Rust well. Rust is pretty CPU intensive, but from what I've heard, this one runs it quite well. For some reason, Rust doesn't really like AMD graphics cards. I've heard that from people, so I'm going to avoid this in this thing, but there's nothing wrong with them. The RX 480 would be a perfect choice to replace that 1060 I've got there. Just another budget motherboard, a Cooler Master, Evo cooler. This time I put 8 gigs of RAM instead of 16, because this is the more budget one. You can see 600. A nice power supply, the same case, just a 1060 this time. 1060 is pretty much the 980. It's around the same performance, and the 980 is recommended for Rust. So I have a 980 and I max the game out, so this should get about, what do I get, about 80 FPS, this computer here, maxed out. But I would run probably high on this one. This one is ultra. And then this is the bare minimum. You really don't have any money and you want to play some games. Here we go. A nice CPU to support the game. This is a 6 core. I have a friend that has this and he runs the game okay, and he has a 660. A fucking 660. How old is that thing? And it runs it. The same cooler, really cheap motherboard. You can go with any here, as long as it supports the AMD FX 6300. I only went with 4 gigs of RAM to keep the price down. Another 1TB hard drive. This time a 750 Ti. The price on this is alright. I would really recommend a 1060 for this game, but a 750 Ti could handle it at low graphics, really low. I think it has to be on the faster one, and you have to keep the graphics dimmed a bit to get smooth FPS. To some people that's not a problem, but this is not going to run epic Rust settings. It's not going to be the best. And just a bonus, yeah, a lot of hard drives. This is what I play Rust on. And from my video quality, as you can see, just how mine plays perfectly. Sometimes I get dropped frames when it's in PvP areas. That's just Rust, and probably my 980. The 1080 should run it fine, or the 1070 would run it fine. The game does run okay on my computer, about 180 to 100 FPS depending on the server and what's going on. So I've got the i7 5820K. That's more than enough for Rust. I use that for my rendering, so I don't need to wait as long to upload my YouTube videos. The H100i, this is a water cooler. It's going to keep your computer cold. You all know this shit. So yeah, I've got a shit ton of hard drives for all my recording files. One thing I have found, if you put Rust on an SSD, it loads like 3 times faster. It's pretty cool actually. Yeah, this is my computer. So what I would really recommend, if you're not wanting to spend over 1,000, get one of this one. Maybe upgrade that to an i5. That means you need to get different RAM, but the new i5 is a DDR4 and a motherboard. But this price, and keep in mind if you're in the US, this will be a lot cheaper. The tax in the UK on the computer components does seem to be a lot. You'll probably be around $500 for this. I'm not sure though, don't take it, it'll probably be around that. This would be about $800. Maybe $700, because we do pay a lot more, like for our graphics cards. We pay like $100 more on the 1080, which is horrible. I think it's just the way that it's in the retailers right now, but I don't know. So yeah, thanks for watching. Just comment down below if you got any suggestions. Don't hate on these, like, oh, you put that 500 watt CPU fucking power supply, oh my god, you can, don't do it. I know this is quite it's a good CPU cooler, but with an i5 I would have put a water cool one if you got the money. So yeah, goodbye. Next video I'll probably do is Rust settings. I'll go through them all and tell you how to optimize your game to get the best FPS, even on low-end computers. I'll probably make that my next tech video, related to Rust or any other thing, because I'd really like talking about tech. But this video right now is just to help. I like doing the PC build, so fuck it, I'll make it, and I need to upload again.